Hello everyone, it is time for a new video, and today I'm going to be talking about my October TBRs. So if you can't tell by the outfit, I am ready to go hard with the Halloween vibes this year and read all the cozy, fun, slightly creepy but not too much books. And I want to tell you what books I'm planning to read this month. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I don't read horror or thrillers or crime or anything of that sort. So I kind of read the Halloween books that are in more of like the paranormal, supernatural, fantasy realm. And so that's kind of the direction we're going. I also have just like some unrelated books that I'm just really in the mood for. So the first book that I have here is actually one that is one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and I can't believe I haven't read it. It's the kind of book I would expect to read on like release day, but I think the reason why I haven't read it is because like I already don't want it to be over. And I have such high expectations that like I'm not necessarily scared of disappointment, but I love the first book in the series, which I don't know if I have. I don't think I have anywhere nearby to show you, but I love the first book in the series so much, like one of my all-time favorite books, and it means so much to me, and I can't imagine anything could reach that level, but I still know I'm gonna absolutely love this. So all that I remember is that this is friends to lovers, there's dragons, that's it. I think that the first one definitely gives Halloween vibes because both of the main characters kind of deal with dead bodies a lot and these kind of like zombie-like creatures, and so absolutely Halloween vibes. This one definitely, I think this one could go more in the dragon direction. But either way, like, it is a fantasy romance. I absolutely want to read more fantasy romance in my life, or romantasy, or whatever we want to call it, and technically it's my favorite genre, and it's about time that I actually find books in it that I absolutely love. So we're gonna do that with this. The next book that I have is Sinner's Isle by Angela Montoya, which is a YA fantasy romance, and I think I'm gonna be honest, the cover is what got my attention in the first place, but then I read some reviews that I don't remember very well, but someone said that it gave Tangled vibes. The main character is trapped on Sinner's Isle, an island filled with majestics like her, which is beautiful witches loathed by society for their dangerous magic. So we have witches. And, you know, I'm not going to constantly repeat myself, or I'm going to try not to, you know, say Halloween and fall 1,000 times in here, so you get the idea. But, witches, of course. I want to read all the witch books. And the love interest is a pirate. And so I am ready for this. And, ooh, the letters are quite small, but I love this cover. I want to read more fantasy. I want to discover more new-to-me authors and in the fantasy genre. So absolute must read, and I'm really excited for it. Then I have a reread, which is Yours Insatiably by Aveda Weiss. I just reread the like little prequel novella to this, Feed, which is a part of the physical copy. I think the ebooks are still separated. I'm not entirely sure because this did get like a cover change and everything. I'm gonna put that cover on the screen, but I really want to read this again because again, like I reread the prequel. I loved that. I know I generally love this book, and I think that it has the perfect energy that I want this month, and I am just ready to read it again because I don't remember the details, but it's kind of like an enemies to lovers in an office setting, but make it a monster romance. So like paranormal vibes. I love both of them, and they're an iconic couple. I want to read it again. And so also, since I have already read this, I definitely think you should read it as something, you know, in this month. And yeah, another book that I have is, you know, it has nothing to do with the vibes, but this has everything to do with my heart and this calling its name. And I have been wanting to read this for 1,000 years, and I don't know. Let me know if you are a Kennedy Ryan stan, if you have the same feeling, because she writes such incredibly emotional, intense, real books that I can't handle reading a lot of them within like a short span of time. And so there's a high chance I have not read a Kennedy Ryan book this year, because there's basically one that came out earlier this year that I wanted to read. I got it immediately, but I didn't read it immediately because I was not emotionally prepared. I still haven't read it, but this one came out earlier. At least like a year ago. I maybe have had this for 2 years, to be honest, because this is actually getting republished. So I'm not sure if it's when it's coming out again. I just looked at my shelves, saw this book, and I had to read it. And, you know, in that moment, I was like, okay, it's time. I'm ready. And, you know, I hope that I'm going to build up my ability to handle strong emotions so that I can read other books by Kennedy Ryan before the end of the year. Because I do want to read This Could Be Us and other things. So this is a director and actress romance. And I have talked about this for at least 2 years that I love acting romances. And if someone's gonna slay the shit out of that, it is Kennedy Ryan. And so, like, I actually did start, oh shit. I did start this already and got to page 68. And, like, it's incredible already. So, yeah. The next book is You Again by Kate Goldbeck. So this is, like, one of the chill, you know, contemporary autumnal vibes. It is supposed to be a reimagining of When Harry Met Sally, which I have not seen, but I do really want to work on watching like older rom-coms, and this is obviously very iconic and I need to watch it. And so that's gonna be happening. But yeah, it's a friends to lovers rom-com and a sparkling story of friendship and modern love in its many forms. Ooh, that sounds amazing. And yeah, so I don't know much more, but again, obviously I'm doing this for the cover, but I have heard really good things about it, and so I'm ready to dive in. Then I have a book that I swear has been on like at least 3 of my fall TBRs before and other random TBRs, and I've talked about it in a vlog, like, you know, but I have to do this. I have to read this year, because like, come on, everything about this screams Halloween. And it is Promise of Darkness by Becca McMaster. And here's the thing. Romantasy, or whatever, fantasy romance, where the romance is the central part of the story, but it's in like a fully well-developed fantasy world, is actually my favorite genre. But I have been disappointed so many times before that I don't trust anyone to write it well, which is not a very nice feeling. And I know that it's not the truth, because of course there's for sure going to be a lot of authors who don't write it in the way that works for me, but there's got to be authors who do write it in a way that works for me. And this one, I remember ages ago, Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life recommended this, absolutely loved this. And I bought it because of that, and it just sounded amazing. I don't remember anything about the plot. And I think I really trust her tastes, and I think that it could work, like the way that, you know, she talks about books and what she likes in romances gives me high hopes that I will love this. And I won't know until I try, you know? And so let's see what it's actually about a little bit. First sentence is, in a realm ruled by magic, the ruthless Queen of Thorns is determined to destroy her nemesis, the cursed Prince of Evernight. Yeah, so we have maybe, yeah, enemies to lovers. Honestly, this synopsis says absolutely nothing about it, but I'm just gonna have to dive in, I guess, and see how it goes. So yeah, I really want to read this. And I will keep you updated. But, you know, if you see, I do want to make some cozy autumnal vlogs. And so if you see me still not reading this, please call me out. Because, like, I need help, clearly. And, you know, yeah. So, then I have another contemporary book, which is Whiskey Business by Elliot Fletcher. This is another one that does not really give autumnal vibes. However, I do want to read it for a very exciting vlog, and it is set in a small town in Scotland, which means that like the vibes are still probably going to be quite cold and gloomy, you know? And it is about an actress and a grumpy Scottish Islander. One flirty Hollywood actress, one grumpy Scottish Islander, one magnetic connection, and that just sounds like so much fun. I love this cover. I'm here for it, and I can't, you know, go too hard in like the fantasy and paranormal things because I don't want to burn out. I want to fall in love with those genres again and just have like a healthy balance. So that being said, I do have one more that is actually also set in a small town in Scotland. And this is about a bookshop owner and an actor as well, actually. I didn't realize that. And so clearly there's a theme here, and I'm actually obsessed with it, and I'm so excited for it. And I did actually read 34 pages already a few weeks ago. So that's happening. The last physical book I'll mention before I go into some ebooks and audiobooks is Always Practice Save Hex by Juliet Cross. I have been vlogging about this, rereading the series, which I actually don't know if that will be up before this. I want to reread the whole series this fall, and I've already made my way through the first 3 books, so this is the 4th, and I'm going to read the 5th again as well, and then the 6th I actually have not read before, so I'll buy that and read it for the first time, and I am so ready. So this one is about a Grimm and a witch. And I adore these books with my whole heart. I, again, highly recommend this. The perfect paranormal romances to read in the fall and any other time, because they're just so fun, so easy to read, so addicting. They're steamy and sweet and adventurous and, you know, just like not too serious and have all the right vibes. And I'm just obsessed. And so, yeah. So, and this, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th book are my absolute favorite in the series. However, I don't remember much, because I forget details. And it's been quite a while since I read these for the first time, and I'm just so ready. Like, it's been the best time of my life, rediscovering these books, like, kind of again, you know, and I need more. I need them all. And so now let's go into some ebooks and audiobooks. Recently, I've actually been mainly reading physically, or like I just am not reading ebooks and audiobooks enough, and that's not how I want it to be. So I accidentally summoned A Demon Boyfriend by Jessica Cage, which, to be honest, I am absolutely here for the cover. It is so cute, and let me see if this is I think this is like a paranormal monster romance. So yeah, the main character accidentally summons a demon, shockingly, and ooh, okay, and it says that she has a brooding demon who she needs to sever the magical bond with if she ever wants to live a normal life again. And so I'm pretty sure that this is a paranormal romance, and it just looks super cute, and I want to see what it's all about. Then I have Forged by Magic by Jenna Wolfhard, which is a fantasy romance I've had on my TBR for 1,000 years. And the heroine, like, is trapped in this tower or like in some kind of place, and she basically is able to like leave it if she kills some kind of group of people on, I think, like a desolate island. And so she goes to this island, and you know, and then they want to kill her because they think she wants to kill them, and she has a romance with one of them, of course. I'm really excited because I've heard good things. It's, I think, like decently short, like 300 pages, and this author has other fantasy romances, and so if I love this, I will have more to read, which is the goal. So I really hope I love this, and that's, I think, the reason I've been avoiding it as well, because, like, I hope I love this, but I'm scared I won't, and I don't want to find out if I do, but I think I do want to find out if I do, so, you know. Then I have Spookily Yours by Jennifer Chipman, which is a paranormal romance, and again here for the super cute cover. Obviously the cover and the title are meant to be read around Halloween, and I've heard that this is just, you know, very sweet and short, and it's like 170 pages, and I do think it could be good for my little like ebook reading slump. Then the last ebook that I want to read is Keep Me Close by R.M. Virtues. It isn't exactly paranormal, but it is like basically Greek mythology. It kind of is the same genre vibe as Katie Roberts' Dark Olympus, I think is the name of the series, where it's like Greek mythology but in the real world, and they're not really magical, but like it kind of feels that way. So to me it reads as paranormal, just not with actual magic. And I loved the first book in this series, and I'm super excited for it. And this is retellings that have trans characters and characters of color, and they're just super fun, and I want to see what this one is about. And it is about Aphrodite, and I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. I'm not even going to try right now. The two of them. And I love Aphrodite, and I want to read more books about her. And so I just know that R.M. Virtues is going to write this so well, and I'm ready. And I do have the third book as well, if, you know, I can get to that. And a few audiobooks before I shut up. If I Have to Be Haunted by Miranda Sun. I've actually already started and I'm having a good time, and it's pitched as Cemetery Boys meets Legendborn, and we basically have our main character who can see ghosts and the other main character who, you know, is a ghost, and together they need to basically figure out how to help him come back to life because he was bitten by this magical snake, and if they don't find the cure, he will actually die within, you know, I don't know, like 3 days. And it's actually a lot about like their little magical adventure, and it follows as they like try to find the cure. And so it feels really magical. It does not feel contemporary, which I think is super fun. And again, obviously I chose this for obvious reasons, and it's definitely serving all the right vibes, and I am really enjoying it. Then I want to read Us in Ruins by Rachel Moore, which this cover is so cool, and I've been seeing the author talk about this book on Twitter, and I don't know, I want to read it because I think it will be very different to what I normally read. This is described as Margot is on the quest to uncover and reassemble an ancient and cursed vase with the help of a boy who went missing in 1932 because it's the only way to put back together her broken heart in this standalone adventure rom-com. It looks super cool, and I don't fully understand how it works, but I'm intrigued and I want to know more. And last but not least, I want to listen to When Haru Was Here by Dustin Tao. Which, yes, I am also here for the cover, but I'm also here for the vibes, which is a word I've said so many times, it's not even funny. And this is pitched as We Are Okay meets a WandaVision in this novel about loneliness, complicated friendships, and what it means to let go. And these are some little, like, descriptors that just scream my name. Like, I love shit like that, and I think from what I can tell, Dustin Tower writes a very emotional, meaningful books, and I want more of that in my life, and something about fall and Halloween makes it feel like the perfect time to read those themes. So that being said, I actually have a bonus mention, which is that I want to reread The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I only ever listened to this on audio, and I want to read it physically. And, you know, like, annotate it, like, fully dive in. And this is also, like, a ghost story where we have a ghostwriter who can see ghosts, and they fall in love, and I'm obsessed. And this is one of my all-time favorite books. So, that being said, I'm gonna shut up now, but let me know what you're planning to read this month, and, you know, how do you feel about the fall vibes? Like, do you love fall, or do you not give a shit? Yeah, please let me know. And if you made it this far, leave a pumpkin emoji down below, or a ghost emoji, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye!